else. But I'm sure that Alligator Jack or Samuel could still show you a trick or two.
That's been known a long time.
Wait a minute.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
I never knew that.
I'm not telling you anything new.
What have we here? A fresh face, and not one of those filthy bandits, I hope. I'm Garrett. If there's anything you need, ask me first. I can get you almost anything. Wine, weapons, and other stuff you might need, except for booze. If it's a decent drink you want, go see Samuel.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
Who's Samuel?
He's our moonshiner. He's got his cave on the beach, a little distance from the camp.
Nothing amazes
You can't
me
miss it.
anymore.
Just walk north. You'll be well advised to keep yourself supplied with grog. Some of the boys here aren't very fond of greenhorns at all, if you get my drift. A decent swig of grog can work wonders for you.
If he doesn't see that, I can't.
Where do you
help
get your supplies?
Skip always brings loads of stuff from Corinus when he visits there. Until recently, he used to sell some of it directly to the bandits. But since we've been at war with the bandits, I'm the one who ends up with all the stuff
Nobody
now.
will learn anything from me.
What do you know about the bandits?
You'd better ask Skip about that. He's been through quite a lot with that bunch. Let me tell you, Greg has given orders to do away with any bandit who shows up near the camp.
Will it ever change?
You're Captain Greg. What's he like?
He's a tough old bastard and no doubt about it. And greedy to the bone. He makes Francis, our treasurer, pay out not a penny more than what it takes to prevent a mutiny. And if one of us ever gets his hands on something really valuable, he'll inevitably take it for himself. I once took a compass from a royal frigate. That bastard Greg made me hand it over, of course. Bah. He probably buried it somewhere, just like the rest of his treasures.
I'm not telling you anything new.
Where might Greg have buried that compass?
Greg once told me that death himself watches over my compass. Then he laughed.
Anything else?
There's a beach at the southern coast. It can only be reached by sea. Greg is said to have been there often. Maybe you'll find something there. I once went there to see what I might find myself, but the area is teeming with monsters. If you really want to give it a try, don't forget to bring a pick.
Will it ever change?
What can you tell me about Francis?
Greg put him in command while he's gone. But Francis is a total failure as a leader. He can't even get Morgan to stir his lazy ass out of bed. Henry and his boys are the only ones doing anything around here. The others are just enjoying themselves instead of working. I can only hope that Greg will come back soon. He'll give them all a good swift kick in the ass.
Just gossip.
Will it ever change?
I never knew that.
Let's deal.
That's not what I heard.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
He listened to the wrong people.
Anything new?
Nothing ever happens anymore since Greg left.
He would have never thought of that himself.
Yeah.
Looky there,
said
a
that.
newbie. And a landlubber at that. You're a bit scrawny for a pirate.
Can you teach me something?
Teach you? You bet. I could teach you to become stronger and improve your dexterity. But why would I want to do that?
Because I'll buy you a drink.
Not bad, kiddo. Got it. First try. But don't even bother to bring me some cheap rotgut.
I'll get you some grog.
Are you trying to poison me? I'm not touching that muck. Do you have any idea what's in there? Old Samuel has some good stuff as well. Go get me some of that. Have you ever tried Samuel's special recipe?
No, not yet.
Then have a go at it. It's a must try. Oh, I love this concoction.
New here, are you? Great.
All that
We can
matters is
use every
survival.
man.
So don't tell me that.
How are things?
You hardly
Right
know
now,
who to believe these
all's
days.
quiet in the camp, so I'm going to relax a little. And if I were you, I'd do the same. Since the bandits are here now, the situation may change
Nothing
faster
amazing
than we
anymore.
like.
I'd have done it differently.
What do you know about the bandits?
You mean besides the fact
really
that
said
they're a
that.
deadly menace and outnumber us by far?
He listened
Yes.
to the wrong people.
They're rolling in gold. Well, at least they were
he really
rolling
said
in
that.
gold. They never paid for their last shipment.
That's
But I
been
doubt
known
that
a
it's
long
because those
time.
bastards ran out of gold. It's
Nobody
more
will
likely
believe
that they've gotten way too big for their boots.
I'm not telling you anything new.
Do you really believe that?
Nobody
What
will
have we
learn
here?
anything from me.
Crossing the path of old Skip again?
telling you
I
anything new.
know you. The bay near the city,
Even know how to hold a
remember?
sword.
Skip, right?
I see I made a
will learn
lasting
anything
impression. But I've seen your mug elsewhere in the meantime. But of course...
I'm not telling you anything new.
Oh well, not a great
will learn
likeness,
anything
but it's
from me.
certainly you. Don't let it get to you. My own wanted poster looks just as
I agree with you
daft.
completely.
Is it really true?
You listen to the wrong people.
What are you doing here?
I've just come back from Corinus, and now I'm waiting for Greg to return.
I'm no better off myself.
I saw Greg in Corinus.
Really?
Nobody will
Damn,
learn anything
something
from
must
me.
have gone wrong then. He should have been here with our ship some time ago. I suppose I should go back to Corinus and wait for him there. But certainly not today. I only just arrived here.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
What can you tell me about the bandits?
Don't tell me
The
you didn't know
bandits?
that.
They're attacking us! Why do you think we're building this palisade? We brought those scumbags over here ourselves.
Believe that?
We used to trade with them. Boy, let me tell you, they've got more gold than they'll ever know what to do with. They were prepared to pay any price for a bottle of rum.
I'd have done
But those times are past. It's war now.
If he doesn't
What
see
happened?
that,
Those bastards hadn't paid for their last shipment.
He doesn't see
So
that.
I
can't
went there
help
to
it.
see what had become of our gold. But when I got to the swamp, the swine attacked me. And that's not all.
better off
They killed
myself.
Angus and Hank, two of our best people.
he really
Just
said
stay away from that swamp, I tell you. They'll go after anyone who doesn't look as shabby as they do.
I'm no better off myself.
Have you ever met Raven?
Certainly.
Nobody will
When I
learn
was with
anything
Henry
from
up at the
me.
gate, I watched Raven place some of his boys at the tower to the south, just a stone's throw from our camp. I guess they're supposed to spy on us. I've also seen how he treats his people when they don't do his bidding. He'll make short shrift of anyone who doesn't obey his orders to the letter.
do you know who to
Mark my
believe these
words,
days?
stay well away from Raven.
If he doesn't see that, I can't help him.
Tell me more about Angus and Hank.
Angus and Hank were supposed to meet with some bandits in front of the camp. They were carrying all kinds of supplies, everything those bastards had ordered from us.
Never thought of that
Forged
myself.
steel and lockpicks and whatnot.
Nobody will learn
But they
anything from
never
me.
came back. The bandit swine must have done
Nothing
away with
amazes
them.
me anymore.
Morgan and Bill went out to look for them without any
How do you know
success.
to believe these days?
Bill was pretty devastated.
Don't tell
They
me
were
you
both
didn't know
friends of his. He's still young.
Is it
These
really true?
things really get to him. The rest of us took it in our stride. The goods we can afford to lose.
That's been
But
known
the
a long
grog
time.
they were carrying. We're talking at least 20
Nobody will learn
bottles.
Anything from me.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
About that grog. You're missing 20 bottles.
Yes, damn it. My entire stock.
Is it really true?
Do you really believe that?
Have you got anything to sell?
If you want to trade,
That's
go to Garrett.
problem.
He's in charge of our supplies.
I'm not telling you anything new.
I need bandits' armor.
You want to go in there? Are you insane?
Business.
Once those guys find out you're not one of them,
Yeah, he
you're
really
sausage
said that.
meat.
Do you have any idea where I could find
Listen to
armor
the
like
wrong
that?
people.
You don't give up easily, do you?
That's all
All
just
right.
gossip.
We used to have a suit.
That's
Greg's
really not
probably
my
still
problem.
got it somewhere, up in his hut. Maybe you can buy it from him when he gets back.
If he doesn't see that, I can't help
Can
it.
you tell me how to get into his hut?
Whoa there! Not so fast. You weren't thinking of ransacking Greg's stuff, were you? When he left, he gave the key to Francis and told him not to let anyone into his hut.
That's really not my problem.
What can you tell me about Francis?
Francis is our treasurer. The captain trusts him. That's
not
probably
my
why he left him in command. But none of the boys here really take him seriously. If you want to know more, talk to
listens to the
Samuel.
wrong people.
He's got his still in the little cave north of here.
You didn't know.
There isn't a soul in this camp Samuel doesn't know all kinds of things about.
You listened to the wrong people.
Can you take me to Corinus?
No way. I'm not
never
leaving
thought of it
now.
himself.
I'll find myself a decent swig of grog first.
That's all just gossip.
Yeah, he really said that.
Hey, how are things going with you?
What's up? Did Henry send you here? Tell him to get his planks as soon as I'm done. If he can't wait that long, he's welcome to saw them himself.
What are all these planks for?
We use them for the palisade, you dimwit. Greg thought it would be a good idea to secure our camp this way. We can save ourselves the work if you ask me. If the bandits are really planning to attack us, this ridiculous palisade isn't going to stop them. We should have never tolerated them in our valley in the first place. If I'd known all this in advance, I'd have stayed in Corinus.
Can I help you saw?
Nah, I can handle this by myself. I joined up here not long ago, and letting others do my work won't get me anywhere if you get my drift.
That's all just gossip.
You've been to Corinus?
Yes, I kept myself afloat there, picking pockets and doing a little swindle or two. But whenever fewer ships came in, business got worse and worse. At some point, I got tired of being on the run from the militia for a few crusts of bread. That's when I joined Greg. Now I'm stuck here, sawing all day to build a palisade that's of no use to anyone.
Can you teach me something?
Well, I could show you how to pick other people's pockets unnoticed, but you should be fairly dexterous, or you can just forget it.
I'm looking for Angus and Hank.
I have no idea where they are. The bandits must have got them.
You were friends with them, weren't you?
All I know is that they were gonna meet up with the bandits in a cave not far from here. It must be somewhere outside our camp, to the east. I don't know where exactly. I've never been there myself. Maybe you should ask Alligator Jack about this. He's always roaming around outside the camp.
Wait a minute.
Dirty thief, just you wait.
I'm here to deliver some meat.
I need a sip to wake me up. That's better. So again, what do you want?
I'm here to deliver some meat. From Alligator Jack?
I remember. Right. The meat. Give it here.
What are you doing here?
Greg made me commander of one of the two raiding troops. I'm responsible for keeping the camp supplied. Alligator Jack sees to that. I'm also responsible for keeping those beasts you find out here well away from the camp. That's what the boys do. I told him I don't want to see a single beast left around here when Greg comes back.
Do you ever do anything yourself?
Hey, none of that lip. Mine is the most important task of all. I train my people. I make them into the best and most fearless fighters who ever sailed these waters. And it's not like the lads do all that work for nothing. They get a good-sized bag of gold for their efforts.
I want to join your troop.
My troop is hanging out at the beach. Those boys won't lift a finger until the captain is back. You can count on that. But if you want to show everybody what you're made of, feel free to work on the northern beach. It's full of lurkers and who knows what else. Take them on by yourself and you'll earn the respect of the people. Welcome to my troop. I'll go lie back down.
Go lie back down. What do you think of Francis?
I don't mind him, as long as he leaves me alone.
Isn't he the boss around here?
He thinks he's the boss, but at some point, Greg will return, and then Francis gets to go back to sawing planks.
Can you train me as well?
Sure, I can show you how to fight with one-handed weapons.
About Angus and Hank.
Oh, don't remind me of them. They probably got themselves killed by bandits, and Angus had my ring on him. Well, sure, it was his ring, in a way. He won it from me playing dice, but I would have gotten it back, and now it's gone. If you find my ring, bring it back to me. I'd certainly make it up to you.
Go lie back down.
Well, good night then.
Ah, a new face. What do you want, rum or something stronger?
I want to talk to you about Francis.
Just don't mention that wannabe captain. He sits on his fat ass all day acting important. We'd all like to know what the hell the captain was thinking when he put him in command here. What do you want from that prig?
I must get into Greg's hut.
Really? To do what?
I need a bandit's armor.
Ha ha! Francis will never agree to let you go into the hut so that you can nab a few of Greg's things. Unless...
Yes?
You've got something he really wants. I know that Francis has hidden something in an abandoned mine in the canyon. Once, when we were on guard duty together and he dozed off as always, he went on about it in his sleep. I've no clue what he buried there, but maybe it's so important to him that he'll let you into the hut to get it back. When the captain comes back and finds some of his things are missing, he'll have Francis's hide for it.
I want something stronger.
Ah, a seeker. I'm always after new recipes myself. Decent booze should be clear and strong, and burn your throat like liquid fire. You don't find that very often. But I'm talking too much. You want a drink? Here, my own recipe. How do you like that? I call it hasty herring.
Ooh, impressive.
You could say that again. You wouldn't happen to know a good recipe for booze yourself. If you do, you must tell me. Want another?
Give me some of your hasty herring.
Rather vile muck, but effective.
What else have you got?
I can get you anything a pirate needs in order to survive.
What's new in the camp?
Nothing much has been happening here since Greg left. Morgan and most of his boys been just hanging around and boozing all day. The only one who does anything at all is Henry. He and his boys are building the palisade. It's high time for Captain Greg to come back and give that Francis a good swift kick in the ass.